Let's kick things off with the big picture. Why does it matter if you lead a meeting, especially if you're not the official boss or manager? For a lot of listeners, this might feel intimidating or even outside their role.
It's a great question because meetings are where leadership behaviors really show up. According to a 2022 LinkedIn study, professionals who take initiative by leading or speaking up in meetings are actually 40% more likely to be noticed for promotions. So, it's not just about the title you're building visibility.
That's a powerful statistic. Plus, the act of running a meeting helps you strengthen essential communication skills, boost your self-assurance, and demonstrate initiative, all valuable in any language or industry.
Exactly. Even if you're just stepping up for the first time or acting as a team lead, these experiences add up in your career. You can show you're proactive, organized, and capable of guiding a group, which are all qualities that leaders need.
Now, let's get practical. Suppose you've been asked to run a meeting. How should you prepare to make sure it goes smoothly, especially when English isn't your first language?
Preparation starts with clarity. First, define your objective. What's the main purpose of the meeting? What outcome do you want everyone to walk away with? Having a clear goal sets the tone for everything else.
Absolutely. Next, draft an agenda. Even a simple one makes a huge difference. You can send it in advance by email or open the meeting with phrases like, "Let's take a quick look at the agenda," or "We've got 3 main points to cover today."
And don't forget to review the key vocabulary that will come up. If you're leading a marketing meeting, for example, brush up on terms like engagement, conversion, or campaign. This way, you'll feel more confident using technical terms in context.
Let's walk through the first moments of the meeting. What's a good way to open and set the right expectations, especially if some participants are colleagues or even superiors?
Start with a warm greeting and a clear focus. For example, "Hi everyone, thanks for joining today." Then, quickly outline the agenda. Let's get started. Today, we'll focus on and encourage participation. Please feel free to jump in with questions.
That's a great structure. I'd also add that a friendly tone even through a screen can really set a positive mood. A simple smile or relaxed introduction helps everyone feel more comfortable engaging.
Absolutely, and it's important to remember that confidence isn't about being flawless with your English. It's about being clear and approachable. If you make a mistake, just move on. People appreciate authenticity.
Sometimes meetings go off track or someone dominates the conversation. What language can you use to gently redirect and keep things moving without sounding rude?
Having a toolkit of polite phrases is key. Try. That's an interesting point. "Let's come back to that later." Or, "We're running short on time. Let's move to the next topic." You might also say, "Let's table that for a future discussion."
I like the idea of a parking lot, a list you keep during the meeting for ideas that are important but not urgent. That way, people feel heard, but you keep the discussion on track and respect everyone's time.
Exactly. Using a parking lot keeps meetings focused while showing you value contributions. It's a simple technique, but it can transform the flow and productivity of your discussions.
Let's talk about closing meetings powerfully. What can you say to wrap up, summarize, and make sure everyone knows what happens next?
You can use phrases like "to summarize" or "the key takeaways today are," and then clarify follow-ups. Next steps. I'll send out a follow-up email with action points. This ensures everyone leaves with clarity.
And don't underestimate the impact of gratitude. Ending with, "Thanks everyone, great input today," or "Really appreciate your time and ideas," leaves people with a positive impression and encourages future participation.
Exactly. That final tone really sticks with people. If you close with appreciation and clear action steps, you're much more likely to be remembered as an effective, respectful meeting leader.
Here's a quick productivity fact. Companies that run well, structured meetings are actually 55% more productive, according to a study by Atlassian. That's a huge benefit for any team.
And here's a motivating quote from Sheryl Sandberg, COO of Meta. "Taking initiative pays off. It is hard to visualize someone as a leader if she is always waiting to be told what to do." That's a great reminder for anyone looking to step up.
It really highlights that leadership is about action, not just titles. If you want to be seen as a leader, sometimes you have to show it even in small ways, like running a meeting well.
Exactly. Taking that first step, even if it feels challenging, can have a long-term impact on your career and how others perceive your abilities within the organization.
Let's recap what we've covered today. Prepare with a clear purpose and the right vocabulary. Use friendly and clear language. Manage both time and people respectfully. And always end with next steps and appreciation.
And remember, you don't have to be the boss to lead. Try using just one new phrase from today's episode in your next meeting. Even a small change in your language can boost your confidence and influence.
Exactly. By practicing these techniques, you'll not only guide meetings more effectively, but also build your professional reputation over time.
And if you're ever unsure, just revisit these tips before your next meeting. They'll help you start strong and finish even stronger.
Next week's episode is one you really won't want to miss. How to politely say no in business English without sounding rude. We'll break down practical strategies for navigating tough conversations at work.
It's a skill everyone needs, whether you're turning down a request or setting healthy boundaries. Learning to say no can actually build trust and respect in professional settings.
Thanks for joining us on Business English Made Easy. Don't forget to subscribe, share the podcast with colleagues, and keep practicing your business English skills.
We appreciate your time and ideas. Speak smart, stay confident, and we'll see you next time.